Hi Libra, welcome to Carol's Universe, tarot readings from the heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your November 2018 Love Gypsy Tarot spread. So we're using the Giant Rider-Waite Tarot deck for your reading. If you'd like to order a reading with me, you can go through to the end of the video, click on the website box, and you can just click on the box. It's got a magician, a black magician with two bunches. Just click on that box and you go straight through to my website. Also, if you'd like to order a year ahead reading with me, you can do. I'm taking orders for that now. They're usually delivered within a few days to the client, and you can order them in the form of the Lenormand reading and also the live spread. Okay, let's make a start on your reading. This is the Giant Rider-Waite Tarot deck, so it's just the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, but it's just bigger, as it were. Okay, let's start shuffling for Libra and see what the energies are around you for November 2018. Universe, Spirit, show me what are the energies for Libra and their love lives in the month of November 2018. What is the energies around Libra for the month of November 2018 in terms of love? Show me. Alright, so we've shuffled the cards, Libra. We're going to split the deck 1, 2 and 3 into 3. We'll collect that back up like so. Okay, and let's have a look for you. So let's start laying down the cards. One, just bear with me a moment. Oh, that's gone into, there we are. Sometimes it goes out of focus for a second, then it comes back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we've got 1, 2, let's just move this down here, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, and then we've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. And I'm sorry that one of the cards has kind of got cut off on the corner. It's just the way it kind of shows up sometimes. So let's have a look for you. Let's have a look. What's the situation around the mental and emotional? Oh wow, that flicked out before. Did you see that flick out before? The Wheel of Fortune. So the focus for you guys is on the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune is all about your fate and destiny, okay, when it comes to love. So this can be, you know, who am I fated to meet? Is this a destined relationship? Is this my soulmate? Is this my twin flame with the Wheel of Fortune? And sometimes the Wheel of Fortune can be a situation that keeps going round and round and round in circles, and there's no changes or there's no progress. We're going to see how you feel about that mentally and emotionally about that Wheel of Fortune. Well, you feel the Page of Cups energy. So I feel that this isn't something that's going round and round in circles. This is all about someone that you're fated to be with. This is all about somebody who is your destiny with the Wheel of Fortune. I feel that mentally and emotionally, I feel that you're very receptive to that. I feel that emotionally you're very invested in this. I feel that mentally and emotionally you're filled with lots and lots of love, lots of interest in this situation with that Wheel of Fortune. The reason for that is because of the Death card, okay? So I feel that with the Death card, there's been a change here. There's been a cycle, something that came to an end, because that's what the Death card is. Death is not necessarily an ending. Sometimes this is a transformation. So it might be that there was a transformation in this relationship with the Death energy, because that's what Death is. It talks about a sometimes when you get the Death card in a love reading, it says there's been a transformation in a relationship. So maybe, just maybe, mentally and emotionally, you're very, you know, you're very invested emotionally in this relationship, in what we would call with the Wheel of Fortune, a fated relationship, somebody that you're meant to be with. Maybe you're mentally and emotionally with this Page of Cups, emotionally very open to this, because there's been an ending. The ending of one cycle and passing into another, a transformation, a big transformation maybe in a relationship for some of you Librans. I feel that if the Wheel of Fortune is about change for the better, it might be mentally and emotionally. Again, the Page of Cups talks about an emotional investment that we make, a great deal of interest here. Maybe some of you guys have been through an ending. Maybe you're finished with a relationship and you're ready for something new here. But I get the impression with this Wheel of Fortune, this is about a particular person here. Okay, I get the impression that the situation with that Wheel of Fortune energy is all to do with somebody that's come into your life, possibly out of the blue, and somebody who you're very invested in emotionally, because there's been a great deal of a transformation that's happened here, perhaps in your own personal life. What's going on around your present situation? Well, it's nice. Three of Swords is reversed. So I feel there's been a lot of healing here. The situation is all about healing. Perhaps for some of you guys, it's about forgiveness with the Three of Swords in the reverse. What are you experiencing around that Three of Swords reverse? Well, it's nice. You guys have been able to walk away. You're on a new path. You're on a new trajectory. What's the reason for that? Because of the Eight of Swords energy showing here. That's interesting. The Eight of Swords isn't reversed. Eight of Swords reverse says that it's the get out of jail card when you get that Eight of Swords, and it's a reversal. It's in the upright. Okay. I get the impression, and I'm going to read this probably in a way that other people wouldn't read it. Okay. You know, the Eight of Cups here is walking away because... No, actually I won't. The Eight of Swords says to me that you guys were caught up in a relationship that was probably not good for you. It was a relationship that probably frustrated you. It was a relationship that had you bound. It was a relationship that kept you in one place. And I feel that with the Eight of Swords, there was a great deal of limitations. You might be dealing with a commitment phobe with that Eight of Swords. But I feel that in the present, you guys, the situation is all about you guys healing yourself. And what you're experiencing now is finally the chance to walk away from a situation here. Because I feel that this was something that had left you very bound, left you very limited, very frustrated. It's an interesting reading because I think that if there is a relationship that's being fated for you, something of a soulmate energy here with this Wheel of Fortune, and mentally and emotionally you're very invested in this. It could be that there's been a massive transformation that came about. Maybe this transformation is all to do with what's going on around the present, that there is now finally some healing here in which what you're experiencing is a new path, progress being taken with that Eight of Cups, because finally you're able to release this energy, this negative energy of the Eight of Swords. It's either that you've walked away from a relationship and you're ready for something new, or there's been a massive transformation happening, maybe in a relationship that lacked any type of positivity in the past. Suddenly maybe there's been a big change that's come about. What is around your hopes and desires? Well, the situation is about justice, so the situation is all about getting what you want. Finally getting your rewards is the situation. What is your hope around that card? Your hope is the Queen of Cups energy. I feel that your hope with this Queen of Cups is to have a shared connection with an individual here. I think that's what your hope is, because the Queen of Cups energy is not just about... And it's funny as well, though, because the Queen of Cups can also be to close yourself off emotionally. So maybe this justice energy is about acceptance. So the situation might be about finally restoring balance to your life, accepting a situation, and you're hoping... I think that this is about emotionally closing yourself off. I think that your hopes are to emotionally close yourself off to a situation. The reason for that is because of, yeah, I think it's to emotionally close off. I think that you were involved in a very toxic situation here. And this makes me question this area here, therefore, because I almost feel that the situation for you is... I'm still going to keep the line with the Wheel of Fortune about finding your destiny. Because I feel that mentally and emotionally, you're very emotionally invested in finding that destiny here with the Wheel of Fortune, finding your soulmate with that Wheel of Fortune energy. I think that you guys have ended a relationship for some of you Librans with an individual. And right now in the present, this situation for you is all about healing. And what you're experiencing is the ability to walk away from a situation that had you bound, from a situation that didn't have any potential for resolution with the Eight of Swords. Some of you guys, it's to walk away from somebody who was a commitment phobe. Around your hopes and desires, this is all about acceptance, restoring the balance in your life with the justice energy, karmic closure, a karmic cycle coming to an end with the justice energy showing here, in which your hopes are to close yourself off emotionally to this individual. I think it's because with the devil energy, this was not just a toxic relationship, but this was a really strong emotional and karmic tie that you had to an individual with that devil energy. And I get the impression, Libra, that your hopes are now just to leave that behind. Just because you have the strength to do it now, and these are very good energies showing up here. You want to find who your true soulmate is. Okay, you want to find your true destiny. But whoever it was that you were attached to, you can have a karmic tie and a karmic bond, a nasty one at that with the devil. The devil, when that shows up for karmic ties, it's not a good card. Sometimes you just can't get that person off your mind. Sometimes they're always there, no matter what you do, where you go. It's annoying and it's frustrating when that card shows up for a karmic bond. When you're bound to someone, you know, It has to be. And sometimes what will happen with that devil energy, if you really are bound on a very, very deep spiritual level with that devil card to another individual, sometimes it takes somebody else coming in to cut the cord. Some people have to go through cord cutting and all sorts to get themselves out of this shit with the Ace of Swords and the devil. Not great cards for love, because it can sometimes suggest that you really are bound to an individual that you simply can't get off your mind, or simply cannot walk away from. But your hopes are to emotionally shut yourself down with the Queen of Cups. I read her a lot of the time as somebody who is emotionally cutting herself off because she has her cup closed. Emotionally, and remember, she's represented by the zodiac sign of Cancer, and she holds a cup with, you know, crab hands, crab claws on it. And the zodiac sign of Cancer often represents, if you look at the Chariot card, this is somebody who needs to control their emotions. So the hope is, I'm hoping that I'm able to control my emotions and emotionally cut myself off from somebody who has kept me bound for far too long, as referenced with the Ace of Swords and the Devil. What are your expectations though? Whoopsie daisy. Well, the Five of Coins is showing here. So sometimes the Five of Coins is a card about emotional support. Sometimes that is about going through a relationship through thick and thin. Sometimes this card with the Five of Coins in terms of love represents codependency within a relationship. So it might be with the Five of Coins, the situation is, well, if I were to stay with this person and we were to carry on having this kind of codependent, pretty negative relationship with that Five of Coins, what would I expect? What I'd expect to have to put a hell of a lot of work into this. And what's the reason for that? Because of the Page of Coins energy. Now, the Page of Coins energy is a difficult card to interpret in terms of love. It might be because of a child, for example, with the Page of Coins. It might be that you've got a child with this person, for example. You might say, well, if we stuck together with the Five of Coins energy, I would expect that I'd have to put a whole heap of work into this because we've got a kid. Or is it that I expect that I would need to put a hell of a lot of work into this because with the Page of Coins energy, maybe this person still sees the value in this relationship? Because I honestly don't see that you guys feel the value in this relationship. I think that you think it's a relationship that doesn't hold much water. It doesn't hold much value for you. I really feel that you don't feel that this has value. So maybe that this is the other person. Maybe you feel I'd have to really work at this because this other person, the Page of Pentacles, really wants this. They still see the value in this relationship with the Page of Coins energy. What is it you can't see coming in? Well, the Three of Cups. This could be just purely celebrations. We are coming up to the Christmas time. You know, the Christmas time events where you go to parties and stuff. Sometimes this can be reconciliation, though, the Three of Cups. What is it you can't see around? Sometimes this is a party as well, and this is like going out and enjoying yourself. So maybe there's some form of an event here with the Three of Cups. But what is it you can't see coming in around that Three of Cups energy? Well, there's an Emperor showing up. So there's somebody else showing up here for you. What you can't see, this could be an Aries male or female, or this could be with the Emperor energy, somebody who's very much in charge of who they are. This could be somebody who's a little bit older than some of you guys as well with the Emperor energy, but somebody who's established and very much in control. The reason that that person is coming in, they find you very attractive. The Seven of Wands also shows, when you get that card in terms of a love reading, you see the 6 wands here. These are people who are finding you attractive. You're the person with the 7 of Wands. So this person really is quite sexually drawn to you with that 7 of Wands energy. This person's coming in because this person's going to find you extraordinarily attractive. They'll be paying you a lot of attention as well. So I think for some of you guys, the situation is there's going to be a celebration, probably around the November, December time. And entering into your life, Capricorn is an Emperor who finds you extraordinarily with that 7 of Wands attractive. The immediate future, though, shows as Judgment. Judgment can be renewal or it can be release and resurrection from a situation. Let's have a look at what you'll experience around the Judgment energy. Ah, the 10 of Cups. Okay, is this renewal of a relationship with this person here? What's the reason for that? Because of the 7 of Coins. I think that you guys have been evaluating something here. How weird is that? Why have we jumped backwards? Why have we gone backwards here? Judgment and the 10 of Cups is about coming together with a family member again, or coming together with somebody that you know. You're going to experience happiness here. 10 of Cups, you're going to experience some form of, I think there's a renewal here. The situation is all about renewal. It could be read 2 ways, though. Sometimes the Judgment card is all about release and resurrection, in which you might experience emotional fulfillment with family members here. Why is that? Because you're taking a step back with the 7 of Coins. Sometimes this is waiting though as well. It's a tricky one to work out whether you go back to an individual here. That would be really weird because you've done so well in this area here. So I don't know why you're doing this here if this was this person here. Are you deciding to invest again in this individual maybe? I'll just try and clarify some of these areas. Let's see what it means by what do you mean by Judgment and the Ten of Cups exactly? We know what it means, but I'm wondering why. Because this can be renewal and seeing people again that you haven't seen in a long time. I don't know whether it refers to this person or whether this is just, this could be taking time out. Let's look at the Seven of Coins. What do you mean by the Seven of Coins in 2 cards? The Ace of Cups. No, this is walking away from this. So this is you taking time out. Can you see the Ace of Cups has got its back to the Ace of Cups showing here? So this is somebody who's taking a break from a relationship. This is you guys taking a break from a relationship, I feel here. So this is because you're taking... So I think that this is family. I think that there's renewal with family. I think some of you guys are travelling to see family, or you're around certain people that you know. I don't think it's this person here, but it's because you're taking a break from love for a little while for some of you guys here. Taking a break from this relationship, taking a break from love. And you're reconnecting with family and friends again, I think, in these areas here. The overall outcome shows us the Four of Swords. Four of Swords is all about taking a break and withdrawing. What's the overall outcome around taking a break here? Nice, the Empress. I think with the Empress energy, time to focus on yourself, time to focus on your work, time to focus on your money. Some of you guys, you know, getting a new hairstyle. If you're a woman, buying new makeup, doing your hair, doing your fingernails, all the rest of it that women do. If you're a man, you might be spending time outside in the outdoors, for example, doing a lot of gardening. Women can do that obviously as well. You know, this is about spending time in the outdoors, doing a lot of nice things for yourself, possibly doing your home up, that type of thing. But I do feel with that Empress energy, the overall outcome is showing growth as well. I feel that it's internal and external growth as well, and a lot of prosperity coming to you guys through taking a break. The reason for that Empress energy is because of the Ten of Wands energy. Okay, I think because you guys have been struggling for quite a while with that Ten of Wands energy showing here. I think you've been struggling for quite a while. You've had some burdens and you're looking to release those burdens here. So you're experiencing the Empress because you have been going through a very burdensome time in a situation here. Let's get this love reading again, Capricorn. What I'm seeing for love in November 2018, well, the focus for you guys is all about change. Finding your destiny. And I feel that emotionally, mentally and emotionally, how you feel about that is that this is something that you are very emotionally invested in with this Page of Cups. You're very interested in doing this with this Page of Cups energy showing here, because I feel that some of you guys have parted ways with an individual here with the Death energy showing up. I feel that around your present situation, it's all about healing now, and what you're experiencing right now is the ability to walk away from a situation in which you ended, because it was far too difficult, it was far too limiting and far too frustrating as well. You might have also been dealing with a commitment phobe. I feel that for some of you guys around your hopes and desires, this is all about completion, the Justice energy, bringing, you know, your life back into balance with that Justice energy showing here, finally bringing a karmic cycle to an end. And I feel that your hopes would be that you'll be able to cut yourself off emotionally from this individual, because I feel that there was a very strong bond here. A very strong karmic tie that needed to be broken, as you've been doing here and here. Around your expectations, well, this is about Five of Coins. So if the expectations, the thought might be, well, if we were to carry on trying to get through this relationship through thick and thin, if we were to carry on being in this codependent, quite negative relationship with the Five of Coins, I expect I'd have to put a hell of a lot of work into this, because the Page of Coins energy showing here. Perhaps because maybe this person that you've ended it with, possibly with the Page of Coins, was still invested to a certain extent. Maybe because you'd still be looking for that and dreaming and hoping that whatever it is that you're putting work in for, it's going to show some form of a result with the Page of Coins energy showing there. Okay? Maybe you say, well, you know, my expectation is if we were to still try and work through this relationship with the Five of Coins, I expect I'd have to put a lot of hard work in here. Because to a certain extent, what we want with this Page of Coins is for what I work for in this relationship to show some form of remuneration with this Page of Coins. Possibly could be, maybe it's because of a child. What you can't see coming in, I feel some of you guys might be going to some form of an event here with the Three of Cups energy, in which what you can't see coming in is an Emperor. This is somebody strong, stable, very sure of themselves, very assertive, possibly could be a little bit older than you, might be a business person as well with that Emperor energy. This person is coming in because they find you very attractive. Seven of Wands also means somebody's showing you attention. However, the immediate future, I'm seeing you guys reconnecting with family and friends. Probably people you haven't done for a long time because you had a problem with another individual here. The reason for that is because you're taking a step back with the Seven of Coins, just to evaluate your life. Because you've walked away from a relationship here, you're taking a break on relationships. The overall outcome situation is you guys taking a break. Could be going on holiday, taking a little bit of rest time out, in which the overall outcome will be feeling refreshed as the Empress energy. Really investing in yourself, feeling good again, possibly looking at creating new things in your life with this Empress energy showing here. The reason for that is because you've been struggling for an awful long time. I think you've been struggling with a very codependent, possibly toxic, but also a relationship that you were very bound in, something you couldn't get out of. But I feel the realization has been, and I think that this might have been going on way before November, something that you recognized. Even though you were so caught up in it, it was something that you had to realise, it was something that you had to release anyway, because it wasn't really going anywhere. I'm seeing a new lease of life coming in for some of you Capricorns in the month of November 2018, and literally releasing somebody who, to all intents and purposes, might have been your twin flame or your soulmate. But at the end of the day, it doesn't mean that because somebody is your twin flame or your soulmate, Capricorn, that they're actually meant for you. Now, the Devil I've just noticed is you. That's your card. So I definitely feel that you were very attached to someone. You found it very difficult to let someone go here. Okay, very difficult. But I do feel that you're able to do so by the end of November 2018. All right, I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe, and have a great month. Take care. Bye-bye.